Hello, this is the College Genesis. And today I'm doing a video, and today I'm talking about the recent rebuff or diss by a reporter at NASCAR to rapper 50 Cent. Now, I want to say this. I'm no bigot, I'm no racist, I'm none of that at all. But it seems to me that there is like a war going on in Black America. We black men in America, I have nothing against anybody marrying or doing whatever you want to do outside your race or whatever like that. Okay, that's a given. But when you have a top-rated rapper who's made hundreds of millions of dollars, supposed to be prominent, supposed to be doing all this stuff, when your sole purpose in life is pursuing white women, right? To the detriment of the fact that you do not see white men of the same similar status chasing black women, to an extent. We have the incident with Lil Wayne. He disses dark-skinned women, says nothing a dark-skinned woman can do for me. And this is so normalized that no one even questions it. It gets to the point now where instead of black people being outraged over the things that we see, it seems that people will go along with it. People say, well, what do you care about? What do you care? Oh, well, yeah, I do care. Because one of the things that they sold me on America was the reason why they told me that I should be inclusive, I should be all these things, is we're trying to build a colorblind society. Well, I don't see that at all. I see white people and the worship of white skin being honored. And this is the hypocrisy of Black America, and this is what I deal with in my blog. I'm a culture critic. I am the College Genesis. I have a blog talk radio show and a blog, Voice of the Column Nation, and I have a blog, the Column Nation, blogspot.com, and I've been dealing in debates and I've been very transformative over the years and over different things. And I'm a culture critic. And so when I see things in the culture, my job is just to criticize the things I see in the culture, in our culture. If you don't like it, then please change your race and go be white or whatever. But as long as you are in our community and you're representing, supposedly representing us, I'm going to say what I need to say, and I don't give a damn who doesn't like it or not. These statements by rappers, don't put dark-skinned women in your video, the pursuing of white women, and all this stuff, are designed solely to wage a psychological war on the black militant or the black manhood. In other words, basically, everybody has a vested interest in keeping his foot on the black man's neck in America. Nobody wants us to have our own independent nation, nor do they want us to be integrated into American society fully as an equal and have equality and just in a pluralistic society. That's not gonna, that they don't want that either. So what we are is this: each generation of whites figure out a way how to pass the buck along to the next generation. They're going to tell us just enough, have us jerk us with our tears, tell us that we're integrating, and then the whole thing is they convince black people, don't be like the Jews, build your own power base up, build your own economy, have your own state of Israel to champion your interests on the international stage while you enjoy the benefits of being white in America. No, you don't do that. Your interests is that white peoples one day will stop being racist and they will all be colorblind. Well, let me get a news flash for you folks. White America is never going to give up that white skin privilege and their identity as being white. It's always going to be like that. And then when you find that out, that white people are white first, foremost, and then, and their goal is to make you believe that color blindness and all this stuff is going to work in your interest, when they know for a fact of the matter is they know race and their position of power and their networks and all this stuff like that they have built up for 400 years is what sustains them, and they're going to keep it that way. But the whole thing about black people is this: when you start talking about black-owned businesses, black unity, all that stuff like that, now you are going against what we're supposed to be fighting against, racism. Now, is that fair? Can people basically who have all the advantages of being white tell us that we cannot unite based on our race, or we're being racist, or we can't stick by our women and marry within our community and do all these things to build ourselves up and connect with our people back in Africa and build? No, they don't want us unifying with people in Africa. They're doing everywhere I look. Everywhere I look, black people want to do business in Africa or talk about going to Africa. They're there convincing Africans that we don't like them. Everywhere we look, there's psychological warfare of people making their business to make sure the black man in America stays exactly where he is. He's cut off from his ancestral homeland, cut off from his heritage, cut off from his roots, cut off from the African future. And then at the same time, they dangle America in our face, talking about this is keep your eyes on the prize. The prize is our kids sitting next to literally white kids and basically singing Kumbaya with whites while they hold the real power and all the wealth and everything. And we do, and all the black men who have all the ideas and dreams and all stuff like that, you have to go work for them. You have to work with them. You cannot get in your own networks and your own around people that you feel comfortable working with. Everything you do has to be around living with them. And this is what this 50 Cent thing symbolizes to me. Why is a man that calls himself a gangster rapper in NASCAR? I have nothing wrong with NASCAR. Okay, you go into NASCAR and you show up there and you try to kiss a reporter knowing that millions of white men are watching this. And what kind of statement is that? What does that say? That says that he could be anywhere in the world. 50 Cent could be chilling with some beauties from I've seen some beautiful. You look at Africa now, you see some beautiful modeling contests on the continent of Africa, beautiful women. He could be there. He could be anywhere. He could be in Arabia. He could be in Japan. He could be doing anything he wants. But why would he choose to be at a majority white function, which a medium most black people don't listen to, watch a NASCAR? And why would you be pursuing a blonde reporter? What is the statement of that? The statement is simple. Black men love white women. And the whole thing is this. Well, the reason why we have to be diligent out here to tell the world that, no, we're not like that. That's not what our sole purpose in life. Our sole purpose in life is to be free and be liberated. And we, after 400 years, as Marcus Garvey once said, we are no more near to being free than we were when we were first shackled. It's a shame, it's the truth. We have not risen above, much above the level we were when we were slaves. 90% of us still work for white people. We have a $1.2 trillion economy a year. We generate less than 1% of that circulates back in the black community, and we have no intergenerational wealth. So when you see why we talk about things like 50 Cent and the priority, it's because if 50 wants to make a fool of himself, hey, go right ahead. But this is to let you know that the majority of black men in this world, our sole purpose in life is not, repeat, not trying to pursue white women, to run around and try to get white acceptance. We don't give a damn about NASCAR. We don't give a damn about trying to fit into this world or whatever like that. If you believe that, then you are a fool. And stay tuned, because you're going to see more and more black men coming up and putting it like it is, that we, at the point in our history where we're unifying, and it's time for us to look at the future, and the future without white America. Thank you. This has been College Genesis. Good night.